This is the Voice of the Worker, bringing you the news for August 10th, 2025. This news is current as of 1800 Pacific Daylight Time, 2100 Eastern Daylight Time, 0200 British Summer Time, 0400 Moscow Standard Time, and 0900 China Standard Time. Welcome back to the Voice of the Worker. Early this morning, Beijing's iconic Tiananmen Square was alive with purpose. The first comprehensive rehearsal for the grand gathering to commemorate the historic 80th anniversary of the victory in the Chinese People's War of Resistance against Japanese aggression and the World Anti-Fascist War, also referred to as the Great Patriotic War or the Second World War, concluded successfully today, according to the event's media center. The event itself is set for September 3rd and will honor the sacrifices and triumphs of those who fought against aggression and fascism 80 years ago. The rehearsal itself was a significant undertaking, involving approximately 22,000 participants. This included performers, organizers, and support staff, all working together to ensure the upcoming ceremony goes as flawlessly as possible. Held from Saturday night into Sunday morning, the rehearsal tested every aspect of the event, from organizational coordination to logistics operations and the command structure. Tiananmen Square, the heart of Beijing, served as the stage for this preparation. The event will feature a military parade, a powerful symbol of China's resilience and unity. Organizers emphasize that the rehearsal is a critical step to ensure that it reflects both the solemn but prideful nature of this historic milestone. The grand gathering on September 3rd will not only commemorate China's victory in the War of Resistance against Japanese aggression, but also honor the global fight against fascism. It will be a moment to reflect on the courage of those who stood firm in the face of adversity, and it will reaffirm the People's Republic of China's commitment to peace and stability in the world today. 80 years ago, the Chinese people, alongside allies such as the Soviet Union and the United States of America, achieved a hard-won victory that shaped the course of history. This anniversary serves as a reminder of the importance of unity and resilience in overcoming challenges. The event in Tiananmen Square will bring together leaders, veterans, and citizens to honor that legacy and to look forward to a future of cooperation and peace. China's preparations reflect its deep respect for the history. The military parade will showcase the nation's strength while sending a message of peace, highlighting China's role in promoting a global harmony. As September 3rd approaches, anticipation is building for this meaningful commemoration. The successful rehearsal in Tiananmen Square is just the beginning, ensuring that the grand gathering will be a fitting tribute to the heroes of the past and a beacon for the future. The People's Republic of China has issued a strong condemnation of Israel's plan to place Gaza City under total military control. The Chinese Foreign Ministry described Gaza as, quote, an integral part of the Palestinian territory, unquote, and urged Israel to halt what the Chinese Foreign Ministry described as a dangerous move. Their statement comes in response to an announcement from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office, confirming that the Israeli Security Cabinet has approved a plan to seize Gaza, signaling a broader takeover of the total enclave. Speaking on Friday, Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lin Jian was unequivocal, quote, "Gaza belongs to the Palestinian people," unquote. China has called for an immediate ceasefire to prevent further escalation. This stance reflects Beijing's long-standing support for Palestinian sovereignty. A United Nations spokesperson recently described the situation in Gaza as, quote, "catastrophe of unthinkable proportions," unquote. The United Nations has accused Israeli forces of blocking critical food deliveries to civilians. China has expressed deep concern over the humanitarian crisis and has committed to providing aid to the Palestinians in need, with Beijing's UN representative, Zhang Jun, announcing support measures earlier this week. China's condemnation underscores its broader call for de-escalation in the region. At an emergency UN Security Council meeting, Chinese Ambassador Fu Kong denounced Israel's actions as, quote-unquote, military adventurism, linking them to the ongoing occupation of Gaza, which he described as a, quote-unquote, humanitarian disaster. Beijing has also offered to mediate to reduce tensions, emphasizing diplomacy over conflict. While Israel's leadership claims the occupation plan aims to transition Gaza to Arab forces for governance, critics argue this could entrench military control and displace Palestinians further. The international community, including the People's Republic of China and the Russian Federation, remains steadfast in advocating for a peaceful resolution that respects Palestinian rights. Turning our attention to developments from Washington, Vice President of the United States of America, J.D. Vance, has confirmed that the United States is, quote, done funding Ukraine's war effort. In a statement made during a diplomatic gathering in Kent, England, Vance cited growing American public concern over the prolonged conflict, economic burden, and limited strategic gains. According to Vance, Washington is now encouraging Europe to, quote, take the lead, signaling a pivot in U.S. foreign policy, one that seeks to reduce its military footprint and reassess its priorities. This shift follows earlier signs of internal disagreements within the West. In March of this year, the U.S. abruptly cut off military aid to the Kiev regime after a dispute between U.S. President Donald Trump and Ukrainian leader Zelensky. A proposed mineral deal was also shelved during that time. Analysts say these tensions highlight a broader fatigue in what many in the U.S. now view as an open-ended and increasingly costly conflict. Meanwhile, some European officials maintain that peace in the region must still involve the victory of the Ukrainian regime. While cracks are emerging, some nations appear more and more open to a negotiated settlement that brings about true peace and doesn't prioritize the interest of the Ukrainian authorities. As the balance of global influence continues to shift to a multipolar world, the Ukrainian conflict now stands at a crossroads between prolonged U.S. and NATO-backed confrontation and a return to diplomacy that forces the Kiev regime to recognize the reality on the ground. With Washington signaling a diplomatic retreat, the international community may be entering a new phase, one less defined by the U.S. superpower rivalry and more by strategic patience and regional initiatives. Thank you for listening to today's programming, and revolutionary greetings from the Voice of the Worker.
Come all of you good workers, good news to you I'll tell of how the good old Union has come in here to dwell.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
My daddy was a miner and I'm a miner's son, and I'll stick with the Union till every battle's won.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
They say in Harlan County there are no neutrals there. You You'll either be a Union man or a thug for J.H. Blair.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
Oh, workers, can you stand it? Oh, tell me how you can. Will you be a lousy scab or will you be a man?
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
Don't scab for the bosses, don't listen to their lies. Us poor folks haven't got a chance unless we organize.
Which side